Hi folks, Matthew Cotton here from Nissan of Cookeville, here to talk about one of our coolest, newest entries into the crossover utility market is the Nissan Kicks. And what I've chosen for us today is a 2019 model. This is the SR with the premium package. Basically as fully loaded as the Nissan Kicks can come, but it really gives me a lot of opportunities to show you just how much bang for your buck and value Nissan is placing into one of our smaller vehicles. You'll notice first of all that this is only 4- and 5-star crash test safety ratings. It's often a concern with smaller, more compact vehicles as to whether or not they'll withstand the rigors of America's crash test safety ratings. Well, this was actually an IIHS top safety rating pick, so with the Nissan Kicks that is not a concern. You'll also notice 33 overall miles per gallon. That's 31 in the city, 36 on the highway, meaning that you're going to be sipping fuel no matter what conditions you'll be driving the Kicks within. Also, one of my favorite things to show about the Kicks is just all the safety technologies that we've put into it. Along with the forward emergency braking system, this vehicle actually has both the blind spot warnings, the rear cross traffic alerts, and the intelligent around view monitor. So you can actually have a 360-degree view as you're parking the vehicle, or even just as you're maneuvering through tight quarters. You can know in the moment exactly where you're situated around. It makes parallel parking or backing into an unfamiliar spot an absolute breeze. One of my favorite things to show, and anytime that I get the opportunity to present a Kicks, is the trunk space. Oftentimes, subcompact crossovers have underrated cargo room, and the Kicks is no exception to that. Obviously, looking at the back space here, this is the cargo protector slash privacy divider. It can be removed if necessary up on these hooks, but just look at the dimensions. I can reach all the way back in here, giving us lots of horizontal and vertical space to store things. And if the situation calls for it, it is actually a 60/40 folding seat right here in the back, which will allow you a whole bunch of extra horizontal room, allowing you to take extra large boxes, and even if only 2 people are on the trip, as much luggage as anyone could desire. In addition to great gas mileage, great safety ratings, and a boatload of technology, one of the things that makes the Nissan Kicks really stand out from the crowd is just the stylistic options of it. We've chosen today one of the classic blue with white top. This vehicle is available in just single tone or several other different color combinations, just to allow, once again, the customer to really choose and customize their vehicle however they might desire. Also, you'll notice this is exclusive for the SR trim level with the Primatech seatings. You also get the SR orange contrast stitching. Once again, just to set your vehicle apart from anything else on the road. One of the important things to point out about the Nissan Kicks also is just the passenger room that's available. Once again, in the subcompact market, these things are typically underrated, but you'll notice that me, even being full 6 feet tall, not only has plenty of legroom, but also headroom as well. The Primatech's leather appointed seats is actually a non-animal based leather. It doesn't tear or stretch or crack as much due to the weather. It's a very good system Nissan has put in on their onto the Kicks. We've really enjoyed. My customers have enjoyed it as well. Technology is obviously a large part of our world these days. Everyone has a device on them pretty much at all times, especially if the Kicks is going to be on the road for an extended period of time. You're hauling anybody in the back or just your passenger up in the front can take advantage of our charge-only USB ports that are installed right here. Rather than having to have a clunky cigarette lighter adapter, you can plug it straight into the vehicle and everybody can keep their tablets, cell phones, or anything else charged and ready to go. Although it is considered to be a subcompact crossover utility vehicle, the fun part about the Nissan Kicks is that it doesn't matter what size you are, it can be made to be comfortable. Along with adjusting up and down, forward and back, and of course the tilt with the seat, this vehicle is also equipped with not only tilting, but also telescoping steering wheel. So no matter whether you are a T-Rex or Granddaddy Longlegs, you can manipulate this system to make yourself comfortable. One of the best parts about the Kicks, especially the SR trim level, is just exactly how much technology you get for such an amazing value. One of the systems that I wanted to point out specifically is the availability of the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto systems. More or less, Nissan is using the technologies that we already own in our cell phones to take the place of some of the more expensive systems like navigation. It also takes over for Bluetooth functionality, talk to text, streaming audio. A lot of these functions can be available simply by plugging your phone in via the USB port located right under the infotainment system right here. I do also want to point out that the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto system does integrate Google Maps. A lot of the systems that we're already familiar with, Waze apps, even Apple Maps, can be put up directly onto the screen, so that way they can remain functional even with, while remaining legal with the hands-free laws here in Tennessee. One function a lot of my customers have really enjoyed about the Kicks is just the adaptability presented by the Advanced Driver Assist display right here in the middle. Obviously, we have our speedometer, but over on the left-hand side of the screen, it's very, very adaptable and configurable to whatever the customer might enjoy. It does have a digital speedometer readout, also a tachometer. We can scroll through some of our menus to not only see the drive computer, show you the available driving aids, including the forward emergency braking. You can turn on and off the blind spot monitors, rear cross traffic alerts. A lot of those safety technologies can be manipulated from right here in the vehicle if situations require you to have them on or not have them on. Also, you can read your tire pressures in the moment while the vehicle is in motion. Continuing to scroll will allow you to move through the settings and also show you different options as far as, like I said, the tachometer, also your radio. You can get your average mile per gallon in the moment, or also just the fuel economy history over the last hour if you happen to be on a long trip. One of the hallmarks of the SR Premium package in the Nissan Kicks is the available Bose audio system as well. Not only do we have specific Bose speakers placed all around the cabin, but the unique feature is actually the speakers placed right into the headrest. The speakers in the headrests are adaptable to give the driver full control of the audio experience that they have in the Kicks. If you're by yourself, you can actually tighten the window of sound to give yourself the opportunity to have that concert feeling no matter where you're traveling. Or, if you want to share the fun with everybody, make the sound as wide as possible so that you have a rockin' Kicks all the way to your destination. One updated feature is, as part of the intelligent climate control system, anytime the vehicle is remote started, not only will our heated seats pop on, but also any settings that we've had as far as defrosting can be set the night before based upon what you know the conditions are going to be the next day, thereby making your vehicle as comfortable as possible whenever you remote start the vehicle and then enter into it in your morning. The Nissan Kicks comes standard with the 1.6-liter dual overhead cam 4-cylinder engine. The best part about this engine is that, once again, it doesn't matter the circumstances under which you drive it, you're going to get phenomenal gas mileage. You'll also notice that the engine is placed in such a way that it's easily reached all important parts of the vehicle. Any fluids that we would need to check or change in between oil changes is easily available, usually in clear containers. Once again, one doesn't even have to bump up to the vehicle to be able to change spark plugs, access the battery, or all sorts of scenarios. Once again, we here at Nissan of Cookeville are extremely proud to have the Nissan Kicks as part of our lineup. If you're looking for a fun-to-drive, fuel-efficient, safe, technologically packed, an extremely comfortable, versatile vehicle, you really are selling yourself short by not giving the Nissan Kicks an opportunity to at least come down, take a look in it, sit in it, touch it, test drive it. You might find out it's exactly the piece of style that you've been looking for.